Nope, let's not use that one.
That's in now.
No,
We don't cut these things.
Jack,
you know that.
man, I've got brain fog, man.
That's mad because I've got a lot to talk about this week. I'm feeling.
I've got loads to talk about. I've had a few drinks this week, man. And you know me, I don't usually drink, but last night I had a cheeky cider. A few days before that, I had a couple glasses of a rosé wine. Ooh.
Couple glasses.
A glass of rosé and then a glass of prosecco later on with the Swedes.
Jeez, you must have nearly fell over.
And then the day before, I can't remember, but I've just been having a drink a couple times.
No, yeah, that is crazy. And if I've ever said I've gone crazy, that's roughly about the same as what I've done.
You've had one or maybe two drinks.
Yeah, maybe that is.
I feel ridiculous. I woke up this morning after my one cider. I went, oh God, here it is again. Welcome to hell.
That classic feeling when you're hungover in the morning.
Shut up, I'm talking.
Shut up. I'm talking.
But before we get started with today's episode, we have a huge announcement. The merch pre-orders have now ended. The pre-order is done and we thank you all for buying merch. However, I have some good news. We still have some additional bonus stock of some of the items left and you can still buy them. But once that stock is gone, it is gone. So I do not know how long you'll have left. So if you haven't bought anything that interests you and you're really thinking about it, now's the time because once it's gone forever and we cannot tell you when that will be. And look, as a fun little bonus, if you do buy one of our worm keychains, we also have a fun little bonus for you. You may in fact receive the lovely little enclosure we used to sell the worms for the little bonus pictures in the video. It's a nice little prop. You get to keep it. You may get, maybe, 3 worms for the price of 1. Maybe, or you'll maybe just get 1 worm, but that's still good too, really. So, link in the description, suitmerch.store. Go pick yourself something up.
I'm talking. Oh, shut up.
We're struggling more and more to get out of them these days, aren't we? We're just sort of chucking the shut up I'm talking in.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm feeling good today. I'm very excited. I'm actually quite excited to talk about a lot of the things I've got to talk about today.
That's good.
It's been an exciting week.
Oh, me too, man.
It's been an exciting week. Halloween celebrations. There were I would argue too many Halloween celebrations, but I had a blast at all.
Did you go to a lot of parties? I went to none. I went to none.
3.
I went none.
3 Halloween parties I went to.
What?
It was too many. I didn't, but I you know what it was?
I didn't even get invited to none.
It was like I got invited to 2. One of them was more of an event. One of them
none.
No, I know, but listen. One of them was more of an event. One of them was like a house party. I thought that's enough. Those 2. Really, I don't usually do 1, but one of them was like an influencer event. I thought, okay, I'll make the effort. And then last minute, one of my mates said, "Oh, I'm doing one as well," and it was on a different day, and I didn't feel like I could say no, so I went. And you know what? I had a blast, but it's too much for one boy.
What we need is a bit of sharing because that's literally caring.
You should have taken one off of me.
I feel a bit sort of stabbed through the heart.
You don't get invited to much.
Do I not?
I just noticed this recently. I keep telling you about things, and you keep going, "I didn't know about that," and I keep feeling bad.
I don't know why no one's inviting me to. I think it's because I don't usually go.
Yeah, probably.
I'm very specific with what I like to go to.
Yeah, I think people just assume you're not going to come anymore.
That's harsh. I wish people would invite me to stuff so I could keep saying no.
Anyway, we'll clip that, man. We'll clip that. We'll put it out.
Worst moment that every single podcast starts with this.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to do the worst moment of the week right now?
Yeah.
All right, you go first then.
Oh, man. This happened last night. I was doing this gig. I've been gigging a lot this past week, Jack.
You have done, actually, yeah.
I'm back to doing 2 a week. I have to be better. I have to gig. Because it will get me better. You're looking at me concerned.
No, carry on.
What?
No, it's all right. I was having a thought.
What was it?
It's all right.
No, go on.
No, seriously, you're ruining a bit if you keep pressing me on this thought.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'd like to improve at my comedy, so I've just been going loads. And last night, I did this new 5-minute set. I'm thinking, finally, let's just do a new 5 minutes where I'm just like, I don't even really get it. And then it doesn't even go that well. Low and surprised because I keep doing stories instead of jokes. Anyway, that's it. We'll talk about that later. But there's this drunk guy on the front. I could do the crowd work. And there's this fucking guy on the front row. I'm in the 3rd bit. No one wants to be in the 3rd bit. That means there's already been 2 and a bit hours of comedy, and now I'm in the 3rd hour.
Oh, you're in Jesus.
I get it at 9 p.m. I arrive at the comedy club. I'm in the 3rd bit. I go up, and there's this guy on the front row. He's a young kid, and he's literally had 6 beers. And I do my whole set, and it doesn't go amazing. And then I look down, I see him, and he's sat like this. literally looking like through me. And I just cut myself off and I go, "Are you on drugs?" And he's like, "And I'm like, "Are you on drugs?" And he's literally non-verbal, like, I go, "How many beers have you had?" He goes, 6. I go, "Wow, that's mad, isn't it?" And he goes, "Still not enough to make me laugh, though."
Oh, wait, that's good.
I know, and
He's doing more jokes than you.
I just fell silent. I was like, shit. I've just been one-upped by this drug head on the front row.
You have to do what Jimmy Carr does. You have to go,
Do you know?
do his weird little
and then,
inhale laugh.
For the rest of the show, at the end of the show, he just started screaming, "Andy Murray!" at the top of his lungs, like in a comedy club as people were doing their set. He was good. He was off his face, and he still won. He still beat me.
That's miserable.
I was just like,
You just do a Jimmy Carr, man. You do an inhale laugh. You repeat what he said to give you more time to think of your comeback.
yeah.
And then you go, "Yeah, mum," and then that's it. And then you do a again, and that's the
I just
method.
didn't have nothing, and I was just like, "This just is shit."
Yeah, that is rough.
It was just a.
That is a
do
bad
you know what it
moment.
was? A classic worst moment.
My worst moment. It's not so classic.
Really?
Not so classic. You see, as you guys will know, over the month of September, we did a lot of charity fundraising for Calm, the campaign against living miserably. That isn't the worst moment. That's a
best
good
start.
moment. Great moment. And we had you guys vote in different polls to make us do things and you know, to get, you know, to incentivize you guys to donate. And one of them was whoever you guys voted for would have to wear a stupid t-shirt designed by the other on an episode of the podcast. So I'd like to reveal that I'm wearing a shirt. I have to move the microphone here. That says, "I have ADHD." And then as you can see, it breaks down ADHD to "I'm a huge dickhead." So Tom made that.
I made that.
So cheers, mate.
About 5 a.m. in an airport.
Not only do I look stupid now, I look illiterate. That's all right, though.
It's nice, isn't it? I wasn't sure if I could have thought of better. I was under extreme pressure.
I think it's, you know, I think it's pretty good.
If it makes you feel better, dickhead was my much more censored answer. I had lots of other words I put there before I eventually thought, it's probably got to be dickhead, doesn't it? I had a lot of drafts.
Wow. I don't know what I would have done for you. I guess because I didn't win. I didn't even think about
I
it.
basically put "I'm a" and then a lot of different words before I had to go, I'll just do dickhead. It's too early in the morning. But I went through so many words.
By the way, these guys showed me this shirt yesterday. I'd completely forgotten about this. So I went, that's a good shirt. And then they went, "You gotta have to wear that today." Like when I got in, I was like, "What?" So now I'm a huge dickhead. I do have a proper worst moment
Yeah,
as
go on,
well.
do your actual one. That one was all phoned in.
I just realised I hadn't spoken about this. And
Come
I thought
on,
I'd
come
do my big
on.
reel.
What's your worst moment?
I'm gonna flipping tell you. Halloween night. I had a great evening. We'll talk more in depth about this later. But I was gonna just go to a house party, and then I got a message that morning from Jedward, who I'd seen on Tuesday at the other party. Every Halloween party all but one Halloween party I spent with Jedward. Anyway, it's been a great Halloween. But Jedward messaged me and we're just like, "Jack, we're going to a concert on..."
Oh, wow, you've got their voice down.
I've had a lot of Jedward interactions. "Jack, we're going to a concert on Friday, and if you want to come, then just let us know."
That's amazing. You sound just like them.
And I think it's just Irish. And they invited me to go see Five with them. Five, I Googled because I'd never heard of Five. I looked it up and it said it was a musical. That's not true. It's a boy band. So I thought I thought I was going to a musical. I was getting mixed up with Six. I thought I was going to a musical with Jedward. Turns out I was going to see Five, the boy band, who Mirren got really excited about. But that, I've never heard of Five. So anyway, I meet him at a bar beforehand. We have a couple of pints, then we go to see Five. Turns out, no, I'm telling the wrong story. I'm telling the Jedward story first. This is the worst moment. We go see Five. I'll talk about that in depth later because it's actually one of the best moments of my life. However, after that, I dragged them to this house party that I was going to go to. I said, "Boys, come on. They want you here. Let's go. Go to this house party." I've had a lot of drinks at Five because it was
on account of it was incredible.
If you were part of that vibe, you would as well. Right? And then I get to the house party and I have a few more.
Wish I was there.
And then what I do is I go to sit down to have a chat with the host of the party to say, "Hey, thanks for having us." And I go to sit down on a chair, miss the chair, like miss. I don't know. I didn't even know you could do this. I just my ass just I put it not on the chair. I put it next to the chair. I just fall. I got a drink in my hand and do this. All right. And there's now a picture. I'm going to show it you now. We'll put it up. We'll put it on the Patreon because I ain't posting this publicly. Jesus Christ.
Oh, for the record, we'll put my video of me crowd working with the drunk guy on the Patreon as well.
Oh, great.
Which I do have on video.
So many Patreon videos.
Deeply harrowing.
This is the picture of me having missed the chair with my drink down my forehead.
Oh my God.
I spilt my
You're
own...
bright red.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed.
And bright pink.
And I was dressed as Patrick from Spongebob.
Okay.
Again, more on that later. But I literally stacked it, somehow spilled my own drink on my head, and was so... The person I went to talk to just looked away, right? And no one laughed. Or I just... no one laughed initially. And I just go... I just silently just put my head in my hands and just you
do that. You remember when you dropped all that beer on the floor? Your first instinct is to
I just hide. If I'm embarrassed, I hide. My instinct is to hide. I spoke about this on the podcast live show. I sent a text the other day where I completely misunderstood what someone was saying, really embarrassed myself. And the second they went, "What are you talking about?" I literally closed my phone, I put it down, and I did that. I hid from the phone. I just hide.
You hit an emote, man.
I have an embarrassed emote. I just hide my eyes. I'm just I can't see. And I just got really embarrassed. And then fucking Podcast Hazard, new character. I don't know if we've spoken about Podcast Hazard, I'm sure.
Sure,
Hazard. Just bangs that fucking embarrassing picture of me. So yeah, that was low.
That is rough.
But don't worry, that night it gets rectified. Well, it doesn't actually. From that point onwards, it goes downhill. But prior to that...
But tell us about the Jedward concert. Also, I think my moment was worse.
If you have ever tried to just sit down and have a casual conversation with someone, and you've fallen down and spilled your own drink on your head before you've even said hi, you would disagree with me. That is the most embarrassing.
I've had worse happen at a party to me. I was pantsed once at a party and all my genitals were out.
Okay, fair play.
I was 15.
That is the worst.
It was Aaron that pantsed me.
That's the worst.
Our friend Aaron. He pantsed me and everyone saw my bum. But everyone was facing the other way except one friend and it was crazy. But literally my bits were out, man.
Wow.
My bits were out in a garden. There wasn't even cider there. Everyone was sober. It was
he was playing defense. Wow. That is...
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, yeah.
That was rough.
Well, anyway, Jedward... As I say,
yeah, sorry, Jedward.
Hung out with Jedward. We went to this Five gig. I'll get back on that. Went to this Five gig. I've never fucking heard of Five. Turns out that's because I'm not a middle-aged woman. Because when you get in the room, that's the crowd. It's Brighton Dome, but it's standing.
No, it was Centre, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Brighton Centre. Sorry, Brighton Centre. Standing. That's like a big. I don't know how many people it holds, but it's several thousand. It's a lot of people. It's like Brighton's closest thing to an arena. You know. We go in and it's all middle-aged women. There is nobody my age, even remotely. I think Jedward are young for this room.
Jeez.
And the boys are 34, right? I'm a baby. I'm an infant. People are looking at me like I'm still wearing diapers in this room, right? So I walk in, and what becomes very quickly apparent once you step in this room is that middle-aged women clearly love Five, but they also love Jedward. Really love Jedward. And now I always thought over the years, especially at the peak of the Dream SMP and stuff, we had an intense fan base. You know, when we went to VidCon, if we poked a head around curtains, people would scream and they'd swarm. But no. What they won't do, they won't grab you. Our lot won't grab you. They're quite polite. They're not like...
Was they grabbing Jedward?
They will try it on with Jedward.
Nah.
It gets flirtatious. The mums are trying it on with the boys.
Really?
It's a vibe I've never witnessed before. And I was I found this.
How do they do that?
They just try and dance to them and start trying to chat to them. And it's all it's like when you see someone try it on with someone in a club, but all of them are trying it on with just Jedward. They're outnumbered. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's almost a fantasy, but not.
But it's it was just it was electric. It was, and we went straight into the middle, realized very quickly that was a bad idea. Went, we should go to the bar for a drink, quickly made our way out of there. And then luckily it wasn't a packed stage. Sorry, Five, it wasn't packed. There was a little bit towards the ends. There was some like sort of dead regions of the floor where people weren't stood because they weren't the best viewing spots. But we went, I guess we're just going to stand there then. So we sort of stood in these like empty regions and we weren't bothered too much. But then we eventually sort of this one group of mums sort of just joined us. And so for the rest of the night, it was like me, Jedward, and like 5 mums. And it was the night of my life.
I didn't 5.
I think 5 spotted one of them at one point. Went, Jedward's in the building. That didn't really help us. I got sprayed by spray-on glitter by one of these mums because they're all wearing spray. Like you get the feeling that these people at this point in their lives don't get to go out much. So when they go out, they go for it. So even I'm jumping. Like there's videos of me jumping about.
Did you get chatting with any mums?
No. I wouldn't do that. Not mums.
No, because the mums have a partner, and you know that'd be
no. Not all mums have partners, as you know.
Hey, my mum's with it. My mum's
she's got one now.
She has with a partner.
She does have another partner, but there was a period.
That's a period. Wow. Yeah. Sorry, mum, who listens to every one of these. You'll be getting a text.
You set me up. Don't tee me up and expect me not to swing. You know.
You'll be getting a text.
I will, but it was funny, and she'll accept that. I know your mum likes jokes. You know, at the end of the day, you know, and yeah. Anyway, no, God, no, I wouldn't do that. I think one of the mums, she came over and had a picture with just me. She took a selfie with just me, and I was like, "What's she doing that for?" I went, "What?"
Were they getting a lot of photos taken?
Yeah, loads of pictures, and I'm in the back of like all of them, by the way. I just like was sneaking in, just like, hey, you know what I mean? If ever you see a picture of Jedward online, there might be in the background just doing that. But there's one mum came over and had a picture with me specifically. I was like, "You don't even know who I am." And she was like, "Truth be told, I don't know who they are. Everyone seems so hype." She was just like, and I was like, fair enough. And then I got hit with the, "How old are you?" And I was like,
a rough one.
Yeah, I went, "How old do you
Never a good context to ask that
I was
question.
like, "How old do you think I am?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think whatever." And eventually I go,
What did she say?
I can't remember, but I remember going, "No, I'm younger than the boys," meaning Jedward. Bear in mind, Jedward are 34, 11 years my senior. And she goes, "Too young." And I was like, wow, oh my God. I am out of my depth. I'm swimming in the deep end. So yeah, no, I did not chat to any mums, Tom.
I'm swimming in the deep end.
It was so no, I wouldn't do that. Obviously, I was in the deep end. I just jumped up and down and had a good time.
Floundered.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Floundered around on the surface of the deep end.
Yeah.
You know?
We did get flashed by one lady. Are we allowed to say that? Yeah, we did. But I looked away because I thought that was clearly for Jedward, not me, really, wasn't it? I felt like I hadn't earned it. I felt like Jedward had earned it through being Jedward. Like she was clearly like, "That's Jedward, and I want to show them this and that." You know what? Fair play, power to her. I don't think in her head she's like, "And their mate Jack Manifold." So I was like, out of respect.
You have so much respect, man.
Yeah, man. What can I say? Top 5 fucking gig respect moments. I'm number 1. So that was the Jedward gig. It was genuinely like the most unique experience of my life.
Wow. Well, while you were, I mean, that sounds amazing. While you were having Halloween parties and hanging out with Jedward, I was in Stockholm for Halloween all week.
It sounded like you had a great time.
It was brilliant. I was at Comic Con. I went to Comic Con. It was brilliant. It was fun. I loved it. The Swedish are amazing. They are amazing.
Things.
They are polite in context, but they are a blunt people.
Yeah, there's certain places where people are more blunt. Yeah.
You know those Q&As? Do you remember like watching?
We really found that in Singapore. I remember they were very blunt.
Do you remember watching like the Minecon cringe Q&As?
Yeah,
which all took place, I'm pretty sure, in Sweden.
Dead wham. Remember that guy?
I get how they happened because I had my Q&A where it's just like a mic and anyone can get up and there's no vetting and anyone can ask anything.
Yeah.
So I did one of these with the Swedes. And Comic Con, by the way, attracts the most diehard fans. You know, it was wonderful, but wow. I got up there. I've been up for a while. I was answering the questions. I'm relaxed on the stage, like 400 people. And then this kid comes up. Should I do a Swedish accent? Should I try? He's like, he leans into the mic. He goes, "Hello." I can't do it. I can't do a Swedish accent. I apologize to Swedes. That's who I'm about to offend.
No.
He was like, "Hello."
Jesus Christ.
He was
you
like,
did it again.
He was like, it literally must have been sub 10 years old, this boy. And he goes, I have a question.
Oh my God, you need to stop with the voice.
Sorry. He goes, are you sad? Technoblade is dead? I was like, what? He was like, yes, Technoblade is dead. Are you sad? It's like, but I was so taken aback.
Yeah.
By this 10-year-old that I kind of tried to do one of those like riffs where I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe silence. And I was like, are you sad? Yes, I'm sad. So sad, isn't it? But it was, I was just like, what? And then it's just really funny. Is someone said, I didn't realize it till afterwards. Someone asked me if your past self could roast you, what would they say? But what I heard was, if your past self could see you now, what would they say? So I answered I got really deep. And I was like, I think he'd just be so proud of me and he wouldn't believe it and he wouldn't believe that the people. And the audience was so confused. I was like, what? This isn't a roast. They're just all watching. Then anyway, so I did the Q&A. I did my meet and greet. So when you do meet and greets, usually they let 200 people into the line, then they all leave. Biggest meet and greet I've ever done, 400 people. I was so excited to do it. I'm on from 3 till 7 p.m. I do it for hours. I'm having a brilliant time. I'm meeting everyone. It's brilliant meeting everyone. I've done it for 2 hours. I know it's the lines aren't getting any shorter. Yeah. I'm like, that's a bit mad. I'm usually go shorter. What I found out is that Comic Con, you're there for that amount of time. It isn't that amount of people. Right. So I was trying to get through everyone, but you can't. So what happened was people just started rejoining the line. People were like, hey, I know we met a few hours ago. I just want to say I'm sorry if I was a bit weird. I was like, this is my day. I'm here. I'm in this line and I'm an attraction. Yeah. It was wicked. But it was mad realizing I was there all day. And Comic Con have meetups. On the website, there are meetups. I should read to you the names of them, but it starts obvious with the Star Wars meetups.
That makes sense.
Then it gets a little more in depth with Therian and furry meetups.
I know about Therians.
Then on the website, there was John Pork meetup.
Ooh!
And just
oh my God, he's calling.
Skibidi toilet meetup. And I would have gone.
John Pork meetup would have had me. I would have been there.
Yeah, I nearly went to the John Pork meetup. I didn't.
Watching out for Tim Cheese, you know what I mean?
Who?
Tim Cheese, he killed John Pork. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah, there was also just you know how sometimes have bouncy pits? There's just a pit of Lego, but really wide and very no surface area.
Wait, a pit of Lego?
From here to that door.
That would be really painful. It's like a shit ball pit.
It was literally I was really weird.
It'd be funny if they had a ball pit. You know about DashCon?
No.
Was this? They tried to set up a brony convention years ago called DashCon, and they just didn't really organize it very well. So they just hired out a convention hall and put nothing in it. And there's just this picture of this really empty convention hall with a really tiny kid's ball pit in it, and that's it. So
we should do a con.
Jack Con.
Tom, shut up, I'm convention.
SuitCon's all right.
SuitCon's
pretty good.
And then there was this mad Star Wars bit, and it wasn't, we were at the tour, but the night before, and they had the Millennium Falcon. I was like,
that's sick.
I know, but you weren't really meant to go in. But I was like, when you got the all pass badge, Jack, you flash the badge. It's how sometimes the police go into a restaurant to use the bathroom and they just flash their police badge.
Right.
It was an abuse of power.
Do police do that?
Yeah.
When have you seen them doing that?
I can't answer that.
That's even worse.
I can't answer. No.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, so I sort of like a bad boy cop kind of flashed my all access guest badge. I was a hero. I was one of the heroes. Flashed my hero badge.
What do you mean a hero badge?
They don't call them creators at Comic Con. They call them heroes.
Wow.
I was a hero. I said, excuse me.
Hero
here. Let me in the Falcon. So I went in and got some photos. He turned on all the lights for me. It wasn't even opening day. It was the night before. I'm a hero. I do what I want.
That's beautiful, though.
Do what you want.
I'd love to be on the Falcon.
And it was I'll show you the photos. It was amazing. And then the only other thing I did is on, there's worth talking about in Sweden. Sweden, by the way, Stockholm, buildings are lovely. The food is incredible.
Yeah,
Unreal.
you said this. You called me while you were there.
God, I could live in Stockholm for a bit. In fact, I'd like to. It was amazing. It was like sexier Amsterdam. It was brilliant.
I've had friends be there a lot, and I've always heard very good things about Stockholm.
Any time you get an opportunity to go to Stockholm, go. It's amazing.
I've turned it down every time so far. But
have you had the opportunity to go?
So every Halloween I used to get invited. A group of my friends used to go to Stockholm every Halloween. And I'd always be busy.
It's such an easy flight. Everything's amazing.
And then you went this Halloween. It's always Halloween that someone's in Stockholm.
But what I did was I went karaokeing. Went to this karaoke bar. They have very different karaoke bars than we have. They have an open floor room in the karaoke bar, which means you don't have to pay to go in the karaoke bar. Or it's just like a room.
They have those. Those exist.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen that before. You know the lucky, stupid, twatting voices in Brighton?
Yeah, they're booths.
Yeah, they have booths there, and then they had an open floor. You can just go in, you can wander. It didn't even have to pay.
Yeah, the place we went in North Carolina was that. It's just that we went when it was closed.
No, we got a booth.
Yeah, we got a booth, but there was that open floor bit.
Yeah, nah. It wasn't the same. This one was mad.
Yeah, because it was empty because we went in on a day it was closed. Those lovely ladies let us go in when it was closed.
This, you could literally just go in and do karaoke.
Yes.
You didn't have to pay.
I know, I'm so familiar with this concept. You're explaining to me an unforeign concept. Like this, it happens. This is the thing, especially in Japan. Yeah. Everywhere in Japan.
It's not filled with Swedes though, is it?
Yeah, you see that's the difference.
That's filled with Swedes. I'm singing with all these Swedes. I'm having a great time with all these Swedes. And then they put on Shallow. You know that, but the thing is, sometimes they just would they're getting almost every word. It was a fun environment. But then they put on Shallow by Lady Gaga, inexplicably, like the Swedes with the mic, just out of nowhere. You know, it's "Tell Me Something, Boy."
Yeah,
they just are like, "Jesus is good," and the whole song they do a Jesus parody. Jesus is amazing. Every lyric, I love Jesus, and I'm a couple drinks in, like, what the fuck's going on? I thought they were gonna kill me. It was just mad though. They just all start singing about Jesus.
That is, I mean, so a lot of songs are about him. To be fair,
Not Shallow though. No,
Shallow's not about
Shallow's
Jesus.
not about him. It's about Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
It was weird. It just happened at me.
Wow. I don't know how to. I don't know. I wish I could give you an explanation, but I never met these Swedes.
I did. I was gonna say me neither, but
fair enough, man.
Anyway, that's my time in Stockholm. It was wicked.
Sounds really good.
I was there for 3 days. It was an action-packed 3 days.
Wow.
Well, I did loads. I've just told you it though.
You have. Yeah.
Well, I'm done now. You can go.
I'm gonna move it on.
Tell us about the Spongebob method.
Yeah, hang on. Right, I'm glad you had a good time in Sweden. Anyway, I need to tell you about what is possibly, if you want to make friends or just get attention from strangers, I've learnt of something. I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes on Thursday.
Okay.
Guys, the Spongebob method is unpatched. All right? I went to a Halloween party. I was dressed as Batman. Great Batman costume. Many people loved it. And my good friend, Podcast Owen, in the back room there, was dressed as Spongebob, right? And we went to this party, and everyone loves this Spongebob costume at the party. But, you know, I mean, it's flipping Owen.
That's get a party, everyone.
It's Owen, he's charming. I mean, and of course they do, right? But then the party ends, and our good friend Pineley's like, you know what, let's go out. Let's carry this on.
Crazy.
So we go to a bar, and we then go to a club. But Owen got stopped so much by strangers being like, SpongeBob, oh my God, that's so cool. Like everyone wanted to speak to SpongeBob.
Really?
People wanted pictures with SpongeBob. People want to say hi to SpongeBob. We got in the club, everyone's stopping SpongeBob. It's unpatched.
Really?
Unpatched method. If you want to talk to strangers, if you want an opening line, right?
I'm SpongeBob is a
That's exactly what he kept saying. He kept going, I'm SpongeBob.
If you're trying to chat someone up, you dress up as SpongeBob.
Look, I don't think that's what Owen was doing, but if he wanted to, he could.
If he wanted, he had the whole world in his hands.
If the whole world was in his hands, everybody loved SpongeBob.
I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob. I don't.
Neither did I. Really didn't much either. I watched a little bit, maybe for a year. That was it. Yeah. But like, you know, the people of the world,
but I still have respect for them.
They're not like us because they love SpongeBob. Like, I could not believe, like, we were in Revenge, right?
Claw.
As you know, guys like you and I, being from the Dream S&P, get stopped a lot in Revenge. I would say Owen got stopped an equal, if not greater amount of times.
Wow.
Just for being SpongeBob.
Now imagine if we dress up as SpongeBob.
If I had dressed as SpongeBob, they would have been queuing out of the door to come to Revenge that night. Everyone's put on their Snapchat stories, Jack Manifold's here and he's SpongeBob. The SpongeBob method is entirely unpatched. They haven't fixed it.
Unpatched.
They haven't fixed it.
And you dressed up as Patrick, didn't you?
I dressed up as Patrick
You tried
on
to
Friday.
piggyback off the SpongeBob method.
No, we didn't. We'd agreed to be SpongeBob and Patrick on Friday.
You saw the SpongeBob method, just like, I need a piece of this.
We had agreed to be SpongeBob and Patrick prior to the method. We didn't even know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We were clueless boys.
We were just boys back then.
We were just boys who wanted to dress as our favourite little cartoon creatures. And then, Thursday night rolls around. Oh my God, I'm SpongeBob. Just, it hits so hard. And then I come to be Patrick on Friday, and what happens to me? I go to a party, stack it in front of everyone, and just get embarrassed.
The Patrick method.
The Patrick method is firmly patched.
It's completely. It's not the same.
It's
remotely.
patched entirely. They have completely patched the Patrick method.
You got to get a SpongeBob costume, man. Do you know the only method I know? The Spider-Man method in New York. Everyone wants to chat with Spider-Man.
Oh, in New York, absolutely.
Spider-Man method in New York's ridiculous.
I almost went as Spider-Man to the Halloween party, but I bought a costume years ago. I thought, finally, I can bust out my Spider-Man costume. It's not the best look.
Why?
It isn't like it's a morph suit. I just bought a Spider-Man morph suit, and they only printed the Spider-Man bit on the front half. The back is just entirely blue, so even the mask and like the face doesn't really line up. And I don't know if you've ever worn a morph suit, but
yeah, I know.
It just. I put it on and went, I can't go out in public like this.
I will be arrested.
Yeah, so I didn't. But so it was a great shame, really. I've got it for the house though. If I ever need, actually, I need it back. I gave it Hazard.
Big Hazard podcast Hazard and Owen week for you, isn't it?
I've just been spending lots of time with podcast Hazard
I'm
and
glad,
Owen,
man. It's good to keep.
If you ever wonder, what the synergy's like in this room, it's great.
It's unreal. It's unreal. We'd rather the cameras weren't rolling so we can just chat.
We could just chat, not even with each other, with freaking Hazard and Owen.
What's this about casino?
Oh yeah,
You've been going casino again. Come on.
No, that's the thing. I haven't been in so long, and I thought, you know what? I haven't been casino in so long, and I was out the other night after a YouTube event, and I tried to convince it. We walked past the casino. I was like, "Oh, everyone, come on, let's go." No one. When I say to you, actually, actively, no one was up for it. No one was up for it. But I was like, I've got to rally the troops. I've got to get a casino night going. So Wednesday last week, I just fancied it. It's fun. I enjoyed the casino. I wanted to go.
How much do you spend at casino?
I don't want to tell you. But anyway, I went to the casino expecting, I took out some money, enough money that I thought, one, if I lose all of this, I'm cool. I have no qualms with losing this much money. And this is enough money
it was £100, wasn't it?
No. If I lose this money, I won't be upset.
Freddie won't be happy with you.
It doesn't matter.
Freddie won't think this is a good look. And Freddie's my test for how grounded things are. And Freddie, because he listens to everyone, my good friend Freddie will be thinking, Jack should stay grounded more.
I'm not saying, what I'm about to say is very grounded.
No, it hasn't been.
Well, I've not finished it. You keep cutting me off.
I'm just letting you know.
But yeah, I took out an amount of money that I was like, if I lose this money, it's cool. But it's enough that I can play, and generally with the casino, this is how it goes, right? I always expect to lose it all. I always do. Of course I'm gonna. But, you go up and you go down, and it's the fun of playing the games and going up for a bit and going down and being with friends, blah, 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 blah. That's what I enjoy about it. So I'm expecting to get a few hours out of this. I went with this amount of money that I was confident would last me several hours. I was fucking rinsed in 45 minutes, dry. It was ridiculous. I hit loss after loss after loss. Like, I actually didn't get a single win. I've never had that happen where I've not won once. It was, the dealer was, because I went with my friend, first ever time in the casino, and the dealer was saying to them, like, oh, yeah, at the end of the day, like, you win, so, like, you have some good nights, you have some bad nights, not always your night. This was the least my night it had ever been, ever. 45 minutes from 100 to 0. Rinsed.
Come on, what does that tell you? What have you learned from this?
It put me in a bad mood. So I should do it. I had to try and continue on hanging out with people, and they were all like, you seem pissed off. I'm like, yes. I'm like actively a bit annoyed. I've never had it go that poorly.
So you had a terrible...
No, I still had fun. I had a great day. But I must admit,
Losing all that money for no reason.
no, it's not even losing
For
it.
God, no reason.
You lose it, but you have fun. You're paying to have fun, but the problem is
Paying a lot.
when the fun stop is
For
what
a
they
little
say,
bit
and
of fun.
it stopped so bloody quickly. Usually the fun takes at least 2 or 3 hours to stop, and you think, well, it costs that much, but at least we had 2-3 hours of fun. I had 45 minutes of hell. That's all I had. 45 minutes of hell.
I hated when we were in that casino in Melbourne. I understood.
You enjoyed it.
I know, I loved it. That's why I hated.
Yeah, but you get my point.
I know, but I went, I must never
you-
go
and
back
you
there.
saw how it
It's like
went.
when I first vaped. I vaped the once, Jack. I hit the vape once and it gave me a little tingle in my head. I went, oh God, it's like Haribo's times 100. And I went, no, I'm going to never do this again because I have an addictive personality.
And almost certainly as do I. But like,
So stop going casino then.
when was the last time I went? Prior to Wednesday? Ages and ages and ages. Months ago. Months and months and months. I haven't been in ages.
Yeah, but does an alcoholic go, I haven't drank in ages, I'll drink then. I've been sober for a week. Let me have a drink. You won't get what I'm getting at.
Well, no, but I'm not a gambling addict.
Not yet.
Not ever, I hope. That's the plan. But anyway, the point I'm making is, you went to the casino in Melbourne with us. And you got it that, you win sometimes and you lose a bit and then you go back up
You
and it's
do.
down.
You do.
Usually it's ups and downs. What happened to the ups? I'm happy to accept the downs when there's ups, but when there's just downs, that was the problem. It was just an evening of down. I think I hit once, and I thought, oh, maybe I can claw this back, but no, nothing.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah,
Well, hey,
just-
I went, guess what I did?
you look too happy. Oh, and you know what? I've got to finish with this.
Okay.
I left. I thought I'd lost everything. I thought every penny.
Your pride, your money.
thought every penny had been spent. But then the next morning I checked my pocket. I had a voucher for £10. There was £10 that I'd not cashed out at the end.
No, so you've got to go back.
Yeah, I checked out my hotel. 11 a.m. I rolled back in, and I didn't play by that. I went straight into the cash desk.
Oh my God, you went...
Yeah,
Okay.
I walked in, went straight to the cash desk, got my tenner, and left.
Good lad.
But oh God, I'm not like I'm Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have shame, and I really felt it, to be fair, going in, because as much as I knew I was only going in to cash out a tenner, because it's a tenner at the end. I'm not just going to leave it in a sheet of paper. I'm going to go get the actual tenner I can spend. Walking over at 11 a.m., pulling out my ID to show the bouncer, getting ID'd at 11.
Yeah,
It's not a nice fit. And then going in and seeing that there are people there playing, and I'm amongst them. I'm amongst these people right now. The people that sit at the blackjack table at 11 a.m. I'm breathing the air they breathe. That was painful.
Yeah, that is rough, mate.
But at the end of the day, I went with very noble reasons.
What?
It would be ungrounded and wasteful to wake up in the morning, find that I had £10 uncashed and go, oh, I'm just going to leave that.
That's true.
It was literally 2 minutes from my
that
hotel.
element of the story was grounded.
Yes, exactly. After that royal rinsing, I'll take anything I can get back. I'm broke. Yeah,
Well,
remember we have a Patreon, by the way, $7.
Guess what I did?
We're needing it. What did you do?
I went out to a park with Phil, Kristen, and Freddie,
Oh, yeah.
and I went geocaching. Are you familiar?
I am familiar with geocaching. I've done it once.
Shall I just explain to everyone what
No,
it is?
do.
I didn't know. It's this crazy thing. Do you know Pokemon Go, yeah? It's like that, but basically real. There is bits hiding in everywhere, and you have to find them with clues. Oh, pardon me.
It's the first clue. It's not really.
How would
It's a
you
little joke?
How would you explain it? And we followed.
Basically, you go on there's an app for geocaching, and you go on it, and you can pick like geocaching like quests near you, and you get given clues, and like the first clue will lead you to the first place, and then there'll be something there, and that's the next clue, and it's like this little like scavenger hunt, and then eventually you'll find
Like an actual real thing.
Thing.
It's usually like a box that's hidden up a tree
a
or
box
something.
or a little tube, and usually there's like a pen to write your name on it and sign it. So
It was
you've done
amazing. We just go around the park.
Really
Who
good.
knew that everywhere amongst us, there's just bits and bats?
There's like false little like I remember we did it once in Mansfield, and it was like the cache was hidden like within a like road sign. It was like the name of the road. And, like if you
ridiculous.
reached in and like it was like a false little. It's crazy.
I was like, they're like 5 stars. There should be a YouTuber that just goes around doing the most difficult ones.
I'm almost certain there will be.
Yeah, there probably is. Yeah, it was so cool.
It's really fun.
It's fucking awesome.
I have magical powers. I've decided recently. I've definitely got 'em.
Right. Was this before or after your gambling failure?
It must be after, because if I'd have discovered these prior, I'd never have lost.
Right.
I have the magical ability to predict things.
Go on.
It literally started the day after the casino. I guess I developed it. I evolved it. It's for survival. Yeah, I just keep predicting shit, man.
What have you like?
So I was wandering around London aimlessly because I weren't ready to go back to Brighton yet, but I checked out my hotel. I didn't know what to do, so I just rang my dad and wandered aimlessly. Right, and I was wandering about. I started at Leicester Square and I ended up in a completely different borough of London. But I knew it was the borough where your manager's offices are, and I just had this weird feeling come over where I'm like, I think I'm going to run into them. I just think I'm going to run into them.
Yeah, so you hung out in their ends and you ran into them.
No, but I just had a feeling I'd run into them, and then I'm on the phone with my dad talking, and I hear Jack. I turn around, it's your manager. And she was there, and I was like, I had a feeling I'd run into you. I had a strong
because
feeling.
you walked to where they are.
Yeah, but
that's not a feeling. That's
where
not a
their
premonition.
offices
That's
are.
just walking to where someone
but
is.
like realistically,
That's like me ringing your doorbell. I'm like, I have a feeling Jack
I
will
didn't
answer.
walk to the house. I don't know
That's
exactly.
ridiculous. This is the most insane thing you've ever said.
No, I walked to the boroughs are big, man.
When else have you had a magical power?
Well, here we go. I'm going. One, let me finish this one. A borough is big, and I don't know where their office is.
Not.
Yeah, boroughs are big enough. Boroughs are big enough, and I walked just into the borough. And then, I don't know where their office is. I've never been, but I knew that I was in the right borough. And then, and guess what? She weren't even working. She was on her day off.
My poor manager on her day off getting hounded by you.
No, she shouted me.
Yeah, but how long did you talk at her for?
Not very long, because I was on the phone to my dad and she was with her kid. So she went, oh, but you got two managers. She went, the other one is at the office. You should go to our office and hang out. So I did. Went for an hour. It was nice. Anyway, so that was my first magical prediction.
Which is funny because I was on FaceTime with you in Stockholm and you're like, I bumped into your manager today. I just predicted it'd happen. And then you like stared out into the distance.
It was beautiful.
I don't know if you remember that. And I remember thinking at the time, that was unusual socially.
Yeah, my powers are coming in.
Okay, when else have you used powers?
Well, recently, there's this thing that keeps happening. It's really weird, right? I'll text people, right? And then, right before they respond, I'll pick up my phone and go, I wonder if they've seen this text yet. And I'll click. And right as I click on the conversation, their response comes in. Like same second, it keeps happening.
How many times has that happened?
5 or 6 over the last week.
I just don't know if that's magic.
That's magic. How do I know it's going to happen? I don't know. But for some reason, I feel this compulsion to go, I wonder if they've read that text yet. I wonder if they've replied yet. And as I open my phone and unlock it, the text comes through there. It comes through just a half a second later. It's magic.
I just don't think that is magic.
How am I doing it?
That's the concept of texting and then the concept of waiting combined.
No. But why? I only go to check it as they're about
you
to
text
reply.
someone, put your phone down for half a second, pick up your phone again, and then
No,
they
I'm
reply.
talking like sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 20 minutes.
That's just how people sometimes take that long.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is I'm always picking up the phone half a second before they reply. I'm never picking it up 5 minutes before. I'm never checking just afterwards. I'm checking half a second before consistently. How am I doing it? How am I pulling this off? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm not tapping into something that I should be tapping into because I don't know how I'm doing it, but yeah, I am. I don't know how this is happening, but I think I should use this to predict maybe lottery scores or go back to the casino because I just think...
Okay, rattle off some predictions right now.
Oh God,
what are we going to be doing in a year?
No, it don't work like that.
How does it work?
I don't know. That's the problem. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. I don't know how it works.
It only works for completely useless. Who do you think you might bump into in a borough later?
Or have I got a text right now?
Don't just check your texts.
Hazard texted me 5 minutes ago.
Because he's in there.
He texted me 5 minutes ago.
That's not magic. That's getting a text.
Oh my God.
From someone who you were talking about to him.
Oh my God.
That's not magic. That's you got a text.
Wow. So anyway, viewers, if anyone knows how my magic powers work, please let me know. Part of me thinks what has happened is maybe I have a birth defect that means I can feel in my brain the text messages. Like,
And also if people
like
is
right
near.
just before they get into the phone, they get into my brain.
Bro, you know they've started calling you Find My on the streets.
Yeah, no,
That's what
but
they call him.
They literally think about this. The texts come in over the waves, but right before the waves get to my phone, because my head is higher up than my phone, right? So it's coming down like this, and it goes through my head, and I go, oh, well, I should check for the text. I pull out my phone, and then and then it hits the phone and it goes off. I think that's what's happening. I think
How did you bump into my manager in a burrow then?
that one I don't even know. That's the scarier one. That's crazy. So yeah, viewers, if anyone can figure out how my powers work, we're trying to. And seriously, guys, I also need you guys not to tell the CIA about this.
In this you wrote, by the way, your note was, I have magical powers. They are becoming clear to me. Full stop. No, I am not having a breakdown.
I just think people are going to mock me and they're going to point at me and they're going to go, oh, he's going through a tough time at the moment.
You do seem like you're going...
But I'm not going through a tough time at the moment. I'm having powers. I'm not
having a tough time.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing well, in fact, because I've just learned I've got powers. But this is all in jest, really. But I obviously know I don't really have powers, but I do.
Something's up though. Obviously, a little bit of something's up.
Well, I just find it odd that I just keep doing this text thing.
You do think you have powers a little bit.
Well, I must admit, I'm struggling to explain this text. I keep doing it. I've done it like I did it a few times. I was like, that's really weird. I keep doing that, and then I kept doing it, and I kept being like, this is really weird that I keep consistently doing this.
Does that happen with me?
No.
Oh, right. What's your next point?
Maybe. I don't know. Look, I don't even know. It's on the next sheet. Oh, yeah, I think I'm a joke in the Minecraft community. I think I've became a punchline.
Why do you think that is?
I don't really know. I just... I think, like... They keep so Tubbo invited me to the mid-offs, which is this like Minecraft event he's doing. And so what it was...
Why is it called the mid-offs?
Because I think everyone who's in... So it's a speedrunning competition, but everyone who's like speedrunning is not a speedrunner.
Sure.
So they're mid.
They're mid.
But they're coached by real like good speedrunners.
Sure.
Right? But the way it worked is there's like all the players that are going to be in the tournament and all the coaches have like points and they get to bid points on who they want on their team. So the coaches like trying to pick the best players, supposedly, right? Tell me why when it came to me, when I came up in the bid, everyone voted 0. No one bidded on me. What? Not even 1 point. No one wanted me on their team. Some of these people are my friends, by the way.
Really?
Some of these people like I know and hang out with, and they did not want to coach me in Minecraft, right? So I come up once, everyone votes 0. I'm not the only person this happens to. I am the only person it happens to fucking twice. I come back up and still later in the thing, no one wants to vote for me.
You're a catch.
That's what I thought. Apparently not. So and then
you got to use your powers on them for evil.
No. I would never use my powers for evil. But like, I just think like, I think at this point, because obviously I used to quite firmly be a Minecraft YouTuber, and now I'm sort of not. But I've got this like weird proxy connection.
Betrayed him.
I've got this weird proxy connection. I think everyone sort of sees me as the big clown, the big Minecraft clown.
No, I'm sorry. I do not see you that way.
Thank you. I don't even know if you're Minecraft anymore. Are you Minecraft now, really?
Oh, fuck knows what I am now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know either. I think we're on our own path.
In a horrible niche. Horrible niche. We have gone from being, strong figures in the
Pillars of the
Minecraft community to sat in a blue room going, I have powers, and I'm crap at gambling.
There's going to be like a Sunny V2 video about me in a few years where everyone's like, wow,
Jesus, what happened to these two?
What happened?
Well, I think I am being punished by God.
Oh, and I'm the crazy one. No. I'm the crazy, I have powers guy.
I think I'm being punished by God for being funny, because whenever I have developed, and I think it's gotten more severe this year, deep-rooted psychological bowel issues. Whenever I have a day that I'm doing a gig from about 2 p.m, of which it has hit about an hour ago, that's it. Everything's coming out.
You need to shit.
I actually last night I just went. I just have to like eat a pot noodle. I can't eat very well if I've never had this before. I'm a hungry guy, but I found out this punishment. I once had a huge curry before a gig.
Oh,
It was out. Those poor secret comedy club toilets have been annihilated by me consistently. And the thing is, in the green room with the other comedians, it is not soundproof, and everyone knows how long you're in there. So I'm going in, and the comedians on, I'm going.
I did have that before I did my one gig there.
Like, even thinking about it now, and I just can't. I hate it because I love eating food. I'm so hungry always. But I'm not hungry, but I like eat. I like taste. But like, I genuinely don't know what to do because I'm gigging.
Nerves,
I'm
man.
gigging more. I'm gigging more now, and because of that, I'm pooing more.
Take an Imodium?
What is that?
It's like anti-diarrhea medication.
I think I genuinely might, because I think it's that adrenaline thing of you shit to lose weight so you can run faster.
That is a real thing, actually.
I know. I think I'm even thinking about it now. I felt.
Yeah, no, I've always had what I call a nervous stomach, where whenever I find something that makes me anxious, my bowels just go, oh, we need to expel them. One time
Uh-oh. What?
One time, I don't know. I'm just gonna tell it. One time, when I first started seeing someone, I saw something that made me suspect that they could be cheating. They weren't, but I suspected it for a second. And my heart.
It's not nice how it feels, is it, Jack?
That's a fucking. I've never done that.
It's not nice, is it, Jack?
This bit has been coming up.
Hands over your face,
This
right there.
bit has been coming up so much recently.
Hands over your
and
face,
people are
Jack, when
start
you're
fucking
embarrassed.
believing it. I
Gone
keep
red.
thinking this. I'm like, at the end of the day, most people know I didn't do it, and therefore it's a funny joke. But imagine you're one of the people that isn't convinced and thinks I did do it. I'm gonna like the biggest prick ever because you think not only did I do this, but now I consistently just make it a joke.
Do you know I have people like a lot that go, did you do it?
Everyone has to be that. My own friends. This is what fucked. I go to like conventions. I see people that I haven't seen in ages. My own friends will pull me aside and they'll go like, dude, like, I'm not judging. Did you really do that shit? No! Why does no one believe me? It actually makes me so angry. Anyway, fuck you. Point is, I thought I had. I didn't think I'd been cheated on, but I suspected that like it didn't end up being the case, and it was completely fine. I was just being jealous. But like, but genuinely, I'm not even joking. I saw this thing, and I just had to rush to the toilet, and I shit my guts out. That's like that. I just was like, I just got made so immediately anxious and stressed that I was like, oh, I just pooed.
Aww.
So I get you, man. I get you.
Yeah, I think
I'm getting too vulnerable on here recently. I think I need to respect my own privacy.
When have you done this? What happens after a break? This is the exact same thing I did after a breakup, man. Because you don't have no one to tell it to anymore. So you're like, I guess it's
you lot.
It's a nice. You know, I remembered this the other day. I was in the shower and I was like, did I spend the first 4 months of this year going, I don't like YouTube anymore on the Patreon? I was like, no way did I. I was like, oh my god, I could watch that back.
Yeah, no, I've told a few stories over the past couple of weeks that I'm like, I don't think I should have said.
It's only when I've started meeting the audience that watch the podcast that I go, oh, there's an audience that watches this podcast. Like, you know, we did the live show. I was like, you all know about. They know too much, man.
Yeah,
like it's a bit mad, isn't it?
All right, closing point before we move on because we're getting towards the end of our time. Curtis Sliwa. You seen this Curtis Sliwa character?
I've seen the Shane Gillis sketch on SNL.
Obviously, literally today is the vote for the mayor of New York, right? There's three main candidates. There's Andrew Cuomo, Curtis Sliwa, Zoran Mamdani, right? And this Sliwa guy, look, I don't know much about his politics at all.
Zoran Mamdani's such a sick name.
He seems
what a legendary.
No, Zoran.
Name. Zoran, what a legendary first name.
I don't know how you say it exactly, but either way, cool guy, right? This fucking Curtis Sliwa guy, I don't know anything about his policies, anything. I've seen him in a couple of debates, and every time he opens his mouth, this is how it goes. They ask a question. There's this one question, right, as part of the debates. I think I spoke about this on stream, but I'll mention it here. When they do the debates, this is how it goes, right? They go, have you guys ever, all three of them, they go, have you guys ever purchased anything from a legal cannabis shop, right? And it cuts to Zoran, and he's got this big grin on his face. He has this big grin all the time, and he like chuckles. He's like, yes, I have. I've purchased cannabis from a legal cannabis shop. They go, Mr. Cuomo. He goes, no. He just says no. Curtis Sliwa, it cuts to him, and he goes, I was shot 5 times by the Gotti Crime Association. I have Crohn's disease. Yes, I've smoked weed. Like, it's like insane. He like, every time I see him spoken about, they're like, why do you wear the red beret? He's like, when I was shot 5 times by the Gotti and Gambino crime syndicates, and he always brings up the getting shot 5 times. He's always mentioning how he was shot 5 times. He's like, I don't move with security. I was shot 5 times. I'm not scared. I'm like, he just always brings up. And whenever he speaks about Cuomo, he always comes up with a little rhyme.
Oh, what?
Like he hates him clearly, and it's so clear that both Mamdani and Sliwa hate Cuomo. And both of them, I think if either of them won, they wouldn't be too bothered. But if Cuomo wins, both of them will be annoyed, right? And Cuomo, and I don't know much about Cuomo. I only know about him from Schlatt, because if you mention him around Schlatt, he'll go, he killed my grandmother, and like that. So that's all you ever hear. And Sliwa aligns with this because I just keep seeing him in interviews. He'll be on the news, and he'll go, Andrew Cuomo is a freak, slapping fannies and killing grannies. He's just hitting these mad voice lines. If you're under 30, Cuomo's always flirty. He's saying all this crazy shit. And you know what, man? From what I'm hearing, the little bits, I don't think I align with. I don't think he should be the mayor of New York, but maybe he should be the mascot.
Maybe you should come on the podcast.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe he should be the mascot of New York, because I feel like the spirit is encapsulated in this man. He's fucking killing me to watch.
That's amazing.
He's been thoroughly entertaining. So I just wanted to. I'm not telling people to vote for him, but
I can't now. So
actually, it's done at this point, and I'm hoping.
Hey, before you end and do your little grabbing the worm, let me just tell you this a little annoying tidbit.
Oh, okay. No, I guess this wasn't the last topic.
Get this, man.
More.
Get this. I bought a fancy new old dishwasher. My old one wasn't even working too well. Bought a fancy new dishwasher. I'm so happy with it. I go away. I leave the stuff to wash. I get back. I open the dishwasher. Mold on everything. I'm scrubbing mold off all my dishes. Turns out I didn't use the dry setting. Just washing them. It's ridiculous. And it's new fancy pants dishwasher. This is why you mustn't buy nice things, everyone, and must be happy with what you have.
How's the worm doing? Guys, the worm, very visible today. Just right
Let's
here.
see.
Look, you can sort of see.
Oh,
right
yeah.
up here. Yeah. Chilling, not moving today. Oh my God, you can see all of them. There's there. None of them. Oh, that one's moving now. Yeah. A lot of worm activity today. A lot of visibility.
Can I look,
All
please?
seem healthy, please. You weigh in. In the meantime, Glorbo's looking slightly better.
Oh!
Still not great. We found out that apparently Venus flytraps hibernate in the winter.
Whoa, he's wiggling.
So our plan is our good podcast friend Mirren, podcast Mirren, she has what would you describe it as? A shed. But it's not really a shed. I've been in the shed. It's not really a shed, but we're going to call it a shed. But it's climate controlled on account of all the plant and animal species that live in it because of I'm not going to get into Mirren's life, but point is, we think Glorbo will actually probably do well there. So for the winter, we're going to move Glorbo into Mirren's shed, and we'll give updates as she feeds them us. But we're going to have a little Glorbo plush in the meantime that's going to replace him here. Until
to encapsulate his spirit.
Until he's back in full health, and we're able to bring him back to the set. So that's the plan.
And if you just want to call him G too, you don't have to go full Glorbo.
Glorb.
Just call him G.
No, Glorb Glorb's a different.
Just G. How you doing, G?
Sound. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. As you know, we have a $7 Patreon where we're going to be carrying on for another 45 minutes.
Man, it's not even a lot. Get over there.
And there's so much extra stuff this week. We got the picture of me with a drink on my head. Me
getting annihilated by a drunk guy.
And the 45-minute extra long episode. And there'll be activities soon. And there'll be more Tom Talks. There's so much to get
Ridiculous
for only $7.
Ridiculous.
And I really need the money on account of the casino rinsing. So we'll see you over there on the Patreon.